Well, hello again, Alabama Baptist, and the joy of mine is to be able to begin the summer with you and say, I hope you have a good one and a safe one. Let me just remind you of something that is so basic that we all know it, but every now and then we just need to be reminded of what we already know. Just magnify the basics. That is, we are good news people. Reflect on that a moment. We're good news people. In a world of bad news, we are the good news people. There's no better time than right now, at this point in our lives, and looking at the time of summer, to remind ourselves we are the good news people. Let me tell you how I became acquainted with the good news. I learned about the good news from my church, of course, from the preaching of the gospel, from Sunday school teachers who were sacrificial in their effort and time to be with young boys growing up. But one turning point moment was in Vacation Bible School, when the good news of Jesus Christ really made sense to me. And the Sunday after that, I made my public profession of faith. You can add the fact that I had been in Shaco and one of the training events Alabama Baptist had just prior to Vacation Bible School. Then the local church has a Vacation Bible School. The pastor preaches a gospel message. Things just come together for me, and the good news made sense. And I joined the company of the good news people. In the worst of days and the worst of times, we are the good news people. As you know, we're finishing up the 40 days of prayer. I think it ends on June 6th. We've been praying for our country, praying for our world, praying for our nation, but really praying for ourselves as well, because we know that despite what happens in culture, we have to be the good news people. This summer, there'll be so many opportunities for us to flesh out what it means to be the good news people. We have the Youth Evangelism Conference in July. We also have a number of training events and recreational events at Shaco Springs. In our churches, there will be opportunities to reach out. Yes, I know these are challenging times. I know that probably in the most recent times, there's never been a more difficult period in which to try to be a professing Christian in the public square. But the good news is, Jesus is the good news, and we are the good news people. We share Jesus despite the times and the circumstances. Happy summer. Let's be the good news people.